Virgo, welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. What's up? What's going on? If you're new to the channel, you'd like to know why I read Intimate Tarot, what you can expect, the purpose of it, whom it serves, that kind of thing. It is outlined with care and detail in the description box because I realize this isn't everyone's cup of tea, right? We're talking about things like sexual energy and it can hit some sensitivity zones. So yeah, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But I would still encourage you to check out the description box because you know what? It could be your thing. No pun intended. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. You know, no big deal. I personally believe, as we should all believe, that our energy affects us first and foremost. And when we understand more about ourselves, we understand it in relation to other people. Okay? So again, the more you know. And my regulars will tell you it's really not too dissimilar from the general love readings. It just has layers of intimacy woven into it to kind of complete the fabric or the overall tapestry, if you will. But yeah, like always, regardless, take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. Okay? And do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all, which is frustrating, I know, but it's also normal. Check your other placements, you will find yourself in there somewhere. Okay. Show me that Virgo sexual energy, please. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo. Show me that Virgo sexual energy, please. All right, what's going on? The Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Wow. You are very forthright, determined, focused. You're saying something you're connected to as a working construct. What that actually means at the intimate side, I don't know. We're going to have to dig on you, find out what this means to you intimately, because Nine of Pentacles is what's shared. There's a strong sense of autonomy, experience, and can-do attitude, which again may not necessarily be romantic or intimate in nature. But you are showing me a bare minimum of willingness with a strong mind to work through something. I don't know if you're all about work right now, all work and no play, or if this is how we're handling our connection with someone else, which intimacy may or may not be available. They're showing me a kind of shutdown process that they don't really want to talk about. Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. There's a sense of rejection in here and unwillingness to talk about it. Unhappiness and an unwillingness to talk about it or discuss it. So I see you offering, I want to work through this, but perhaps it's not necessarily what this person was hoping for or expecting. I don't quite know. Let's keep going. Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, the outcome, the Devil, you know. That's a lot of emotional back and forth, and how do you really feel about this, intimately otherwise. Of course, it's not just you in there, all right? And the Devil's the outcome. We don't like that so much. Feeling very badly about this. Someone might be emotionally hanging on in all the wrong ways. Something to do with counterproductivity or very intense sexual feelings that someone keeps trying to ignore. I don't know. The Devil has so many different interpretations here in that position in the greater context of Intimate Tarot. We're going to start this one by one. We're going to break it down. I may not clarify all of these as some will speak for themselves as we move along, but we're going to start right here with you with that Queen of Swords. Show me this, please. It has a very, we can work through this mentality that does come across as work, but you're also earth, so there's a lot in that pentacle. Let's see that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Four of Swords, Six of Cups. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Wow. I see your sexual energy all right, but it's private. As far as I can tell, it's just for you. Four of Swords in Intimate Tarot, in case we hit that sensitivity bracket. Here's our first speed bump. It is the indication of masturbation in tarot, Intimate Tarot. So it's a private space, and it's also still harkens back to healing with the Four of Swords. Okay, so again, you know, healthy sexuality tends to lean into, I know how to take care of myself privately because it's what I need, and I'm going to give that to myself. Okay. So here's what's interesting. Six of Cups. There's a soul bond attached to the memory. When you're intimate with yourself and you're just by yourself and you find it healing, you actually find it very soothing, some of you. So again, you kind of know right now if this is your reading or not, but when you pleasure yourself quietly, you have the reflection in your mind's eye of someone else. Well, it could be the same person, but it's someone of a soul bond level, someone whom we have emotional memories with, bare minimum. We've known for a long time, and we have a particularly unique flow with. We have that emotional exchange. We might have literally shared cups with this person in the past. Again, Six of Cups is past orientation, but here it's positive present. So positive present, when you reflect on it, you pleasure yourself, but it's done so in a gentle way. It feels soothing. It feels relaxing. Okay? You would know who that is to you if this is your reading at this point. So really big clue right there if that's for some of you. And a Page of Pentacles, like I said, you don't go crazy with it. It's every now and again. That's not all the time. But when you do invest in that kind of private time, your thoughts drift to someone very specific whom you have memories with. It's fond in a way. Okay? So let's say, but again, I'm not sure if it's this person or something else altogether, because overall your energy says is business. What's with the Devil energy? What's going on here? Very strong feelings for some of you about being in love. Water energy here. FYI. Let's see the Eight of Pentacles, please. Let's see the Eight of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. King of Pentacles. You pride yourself on being very practical and reliable, and you reflect on yourself and how far you have come quite a bit with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's see that Eight of Pentacles, please. Let's see that Eight of Pentacles, please. Whom we pleasure ourselves to, masturbate to, on our own time, in our own private way, we're not reporting it to anybody, kind of says a lot about who we are as individuals, you know? And what that connection means to us. Oh my goodness, what? I guess they wanted me to see that Three of Cups. Very much wish to connect to it, and I saw the King of Wands, passionate. Okay. The Stars, Strength, the High Priestess, man. You're working through something so beautiful. It's so powerful too. I can't say that this is fully available to you yet because you're working through it as we speak. But the Stars, Strength, and the High Priestess, my gosh, you are working so hard to make your dreams come true. Where are you in this process? Because it's part intuitive, yes, and that can be tricky, and that can take time. To really listen to oneself, you have to use strength, I agree. You have to have strength. Now, in Intimate Tarot, the High Priestess is like our sexual GPS. We don't always necessarily know why we're being pointed in a particular direction, okay? But just know it's different. It's not like an Ace of Wands or a Page of Wands where it can be introductory, attractive fire, but maybe not much else. The High Priestess says, you know where you want to go, so maybe take a left instead of a right. Maybe do this on Tuesday instead of Thursday. It's kind of different like that. And it's taking you strength of will to tune into this, but you want to. There's something about a higher destiny here attached to you that you're trying. I have no idea what the heck that was. I have not the clue. Ooh, I'm starting to think it's somebody's questionable brakes. You want to know what somebody's questionable brakes are? It's an Amazon truck. Oh boy. Anyway, working through your desires. Release, specifically. You have a really strong desire to release yourself in that way. And you're trying to be guided in the direction for which you are best served on that particular subject. Trying to put into practice what it is you so deeply feel with the Eight of Pentacles. I wasn't expecting all those majors on such a simple work construct. I'm saying with Earth, you can't take that for granted. You really can't. You really can't. Okay. So that's where you are. It's beautiful. What was the most interesting feature by far is who you pleasure yourself to in your private time. Okay? And is that the motivation for all this work? All right. Work on the self, desires, dreams, goals, and how it is you're being guided. Really trying to listen to it and make good on it. Okay. Let's jump on over here. Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. Rejection, denial. Rejection, denial, or I don't want to deal with it. All right, let's take a look at that 3 of Swords first. Yes, we're still doing the heavy breathing thing. Apologies, there's really nothing I can do about that until it clears up. But in case I need to use my inhaler, FYI. Okay, let's see that 3 of Swords, please. Let's see that 3 of Swords. Let's see that 3 of Swords. I don't want to deal with a broken heart. I don't want to think about the rejection. I just don't want to. I don't want to. And that's not good news. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Oh, gosh. You know, they're saying I'm part of something important in your world, just not like that. Okay, well, if that's someone's face value, believe them. That's really rough edges. That's a lot of rough edges with this person and no curves. No softness, no yielding. It's defensive, it's angry, it's combative. I gotta say that 7 of Swords really quick. It claims to have a greater meaning or context in your life there at the 10 of Cups, but I'll be darned if I can call that supportive looking at it. It doesn't look supportive to me. On the contrary, it says anything that's positive about our energy, I reject it full will. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, that's mass rejection. It's kind of like I'm going to reject you sexually before you can reject me sexually. I can reject your place in my world or mine in yours if it means, you know, me beating you to the punchline. So, except we're not fully aware that we're rejecting you. And that's what's wild to me. We're kind of denying that. I'm not rejecting Virgo. Virgo rejects themselves. There's opposition upon opposition with this person's sexual energy. And then they're like, no, it's not. There's nothing about that that's soft or inviting or intimate, relaxed or sharing. Okay. So like I tell you, when people present that kind of stuff, take them at face value. I don't care what they tell themselves with the 7 of Swords. I don't care. You go by proof. Right? Let's see that 7 of Swords, please. Show me that 7 of Swords. It's shut down, but it's in denial that it's shut down. Ace of Swords, that's the truth right there, the Tower. Oh, that's why, because it hasn't hit them yet, 9 of Cups. Oh, it hasn't hit them yet. It really hasn't hit them yet. They don't know what their wish fulfillment is. They're not in touch with that. That's because they have yet to accept where they currently are in their situation with you, whatever the heck that is. But no, they're so busy denying the truth. 9 of Cups, the Tower, they're not pleased. They're not personally pleased in their dynamic with you. But for some reason, they won't admit this. They're so busy rejecting it and then denying that they're rejecting you. To say that this is anti-wish fulfillment, this is anti-self-love. I feel like someone here is keeping score, and it ain't you, honey. When you live to keep scores, you're not living at all. You're not. Never mind honoring love of the self and wish fulfillment principles. When you go out of your way to reject someone like that, sexual energy and mental, then fine, be done. Why are you still trying to cross over into their timeline? Well, they said they have a place in your world. 10 of Cups. Okay. But what's with the constant projection of that barrier? You don't need to be in my life like that. You can just be a support person, a friend then. And you can stop with the pretense and the blockage and the walls. But I'm not doing that. You're doing it. I see you out here doing more than the best you can every day. So I don't know what you did to quote unquote earn this person's disapproval and the denial of said disapproval. All I know is that it really runs contrary to one's personal sense of how they love and respect themselves. Everything begins with the self. So if you don't love and respect yourself and you're going to point that shit at someone else, It's one of the harshest jokes that people can play on themselves is like, I'm the one keeping score, which means you've lost. Because you're not living life, and you most certainly aren't respecting yourself enough to participate in life in a healthy way. Not with me, never mind with you. My sexual energy, if it was anything like yours, it would not be pointed at this person, and I don't think it is. You're working on something else so much more beautiful. And you're doing a heck of a job of listening to yourself as you construct. So in your quiet time, who you privately kind of heal yourself to in a sexual way. Someone whom we've known. Is that the object of your future desires? Not that people are objects, but you know what I mean. It's a phrase. Let's see that Nine of Pentacles, please. Yeah, you're going to be single if this keeps up. Or you already are. I don't quite know where you are in the process. It's beautiful, though. I like your process, Virgo, honey. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. I don't want you to doubt that for 1 second. Because it looks like we have reason to. Foreshadowing element. Nine of Pentacles, please. Let's see that Nine of Pentacles. King of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles. Ah, I see. Okay. You outwardly show to the world you're kind of, I can do this, I got this, and I love that about you. You feel a natural sense of warmth that you don't reject or deny in you with the King of Wands, which is good. You know what is private? You. Queen of Pentacles, what you really feel and what you really think about, you keep that to yourself. Outwardly, you show me a calm, warm optimism. Privately, you keep your nurturing side, your sensual side, to you. I don't believe you share it with this person. You're saying there's so much more to me than just how much you can reject me. That's a bold statement, but I like it. You're saying a lot by saying nothing at all, to be honest with you. You're saying your most nurturing side, your most loving side, is not the King of Wands, it's who you are. King and Queen of Pentacles are quite in touch with their body, their sense of physical form and touch, and you're saying I keep that to me. So that's part of this process right here. Your most intimate self, you keep to you. You don't seem to share it with this person. It's like, well, I'll reject you back. They've probably been rejecting you, and that's what led up to this. You leave somebody else alone to work out the mechanics for themselves about what this connection is and isn't. They're going to hopefully do the good job that you've done. No, but you're keeping your most intimate self to yourself intentionally. Like I said, you're working on something so much bigger than the pettiness of whatever this is. I know that there's a whole picture here and a whole person, but I'll be darned if they showed me that today. That's unfortunate and sad. If they're this unhappy, I wish they'd realize it, because it is running contrary to wish fulfillment and self-love. The more somebody takes pleasure in rejecting you sexually otherwise, so much they're the fool. Okay? I'm not saying they should love you and that they should have sex with you. What I'm saying is that they're acting like it's important. The joke's on them. Okay. Queen of Cups. Show me that, please. Show me that Queen of Cups. Show me that Queen of Cups, please. I'm sure there's a whole story about, from this person's point of view, why they cut it off and then they throw it in your face like it's like they're winning. You've moved past all that. You just know that you're not a part of that anymore, that you don't want to be. But you're keeping your private thoughts exactly that, private. Excuse me. Ten of Cups, the Magician, the Tower. Surprise, surprise. Whatever this person is boasting they're still a part of, whether you like it or not, you don't want it anymore. Your heart space is settled upon this. It's actually quite relaxed around the subject. It's like you might see yourself as part of my Ten of Cups, but you're not. Not where it counts. I have to agree. People want me to get to the point. That's what it sounds like. Ten of Cups, the Magician, and the Tower. It's like whatever construct you think you're a part of, you're gravely mistaken, my dear. My former dear, my former darling, my former something. It's like, no, you're not. Okay? You're not a support person. You're not a person of significance in my life. So the whole point of the Ten of Cups, guys, is harmony with those people who are indeed important in your life. So when you look out upon the world and you gaze upon all the hearts you touch and that they touch yours, the idea is that they're supposed to be good for you. And you would count them as one of your own. So that's anybody. Okay? Family, spouses, kids, friends. Okay? And we can either find our place and harmonize, or we can't. So the fact that this person's keeping score, but then they boast that they're still in your life, you're like, that's not how I build my Ten of Cups. That's not the people who I surround myself with. You're either in it, and I know you're in it, and I want you to be there, or I don't. So it's a bit of a shock to this person, come to find out that you don't want them in your circle anymore. Color me so surprised. Didn't see that one coming. I don't know who this is to, honey. But your sexual flow, don't go towards this person. Them being in your life in any way at the emotional level is like, that's also not true. Not anymore. So you're giving them a rude awakening. Like, who's keeping score now? Two of Pentacles, some confusion here about how to move forward. Okay, that's fair. We're going to go ahead and skip that Two of Pentacles for now. Let's take a look at your Chariot. What direction are you pulling yourself towards? Because you have a lot of ideas. And each one more beautiful than the last, I have to be honest with you. You look so good. You look so freaking good. Let's see that Chariot, please. You're not perfect. I'm saying you've done a lot of work and you're doing your best to listen to yourself. But this is the most interesting feature by far. It's so small you could have missed it. Who you think of in your special time, in your special moments. But other than that, you're quite conservative. You're like, my secret self is from... That's an active moon. You're aware of it. Your sexual energy is not for anyone but you at this time. Let's see that Chariot, please. Show me the Chariot. Show me the Chariot. King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. You are determined to go your own way, whatever that path is to you. You know? How to do it, you'll figure it out as you go. That's all any of us can do. I just know you got it. It doesn't need to be fast here. You know what you know. And you're going to do what you need to do. That's it. You know? Listen to yourself. Build along the way. Your pathway will unfold before you in no time. Okay? The point is that you're free to do so at some point in the future. Take your time. You don't need to rush it. Wherever it is you land or find yourself, you're going to be just fine. You have a steady hand. You have a good nature around you. You do. I just know that you're going to pick one direction and you're going to stick to it. It may not always make sense. I just know that wherever you'll end up, It'll be correct for you. And that might have seemed very radical to them, but it wasn't to you. They were writing themselves out of the script anyway, honey. And that's one of the benefits of being in denial. You don't know that you're doing it while you're doing it. You really don't. I purposely block Virgo. No, I'm not. And then people wonder why these towers happen and the blow-up effect. And no, I was just trying to teach Virgo a lesson, or I was just trying to make them appreciate, you know, how wrong they were by being a total bitch. But yeah, no, I didn't mean for it to go that far. And maybe you shouldn't have been acting like an asshole. Now, I know I'm going to get some cross-watchers like it's the way, then it's the other way around. There you go. That's collective readings for you. Okay? But you spend a lot of time tallying things like this, keeping score. It benefits no one. It's angry, it's small, it's bitter, it's resentful. And you don't want to see it in your life anymore. But look how at peace your heart is with that decision. Carrying on. That's when you're like, what's next? You know what's next. You've been feeling it back here. So I'm not worried about you. I am concerned about this devil and the outcome. We don't like this. Let's take a look at that. Oh, how interesting. So just because you're done with a particular situation, place, person, or circumstance doesn't necessarily mean it's done with you. It's whatever this is still trying to keep it together. It seems like a lot of last minute too late crap. Now they're trying to prove a point. First, at how much they could ignore you and act like they don't give a shit, to I can keep it together. Just watch me. Just watch me. I'll keep us together. I am trying now. And they're trying in all the worst possible ways. So they're trying with a little bit of flirtation, a little bit of balancing, looking normal on the forefront in 3 cups, some emotional connectivity. It's a little bit of lightness, taking it easy. Let's just rebuild. But it's coming from the worst place. This person's a sore loser. You know, and I knew that back here because people who have a sore loser mentality, they do that. They set themselves up for rejection and then they take it badly. And then they wonder why. I don't know where this person's coming from and how far down the pipeline this is. They got their thoughts on the connection twisted. I just see that you don't want to make space for it on your shelf anymore. And the 10 of Cups. And it's like, no, you're not part of my world anymore. You've lost that rank and position. And the fact that you feel good about it and emotionally at peace with it says a lot. You go about your own way. It looks good as you rebuild for yourself specifically. The outcome is that they're going to continue to pester you for a minute, okay? I guess they're trying to prove a point. But it's not a good point. It's not a healthy one, but it comes across as lighthearted and easy. No problem. No problem. I was hoping to see more progress in these areas where you're trying so hard to listen to yourself. You're outward, I'm taking care of business, firm mind. And then I see such a lovely softness in you. What is it that you want to connect to? Who? Until then, your sexual energy seems to be off limits. Okay? Well, you kind of work through your independence here. There's the final blow. Moving on. And then unfortunately, it looks like they're making a last-ditch effort to keep things connected, whatever the justification is. 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. That's perfectly fine if the devil weren't behind it. So it's a little too pressing. It's a little too urgent. It's too much of a, I need a win at this point. So while it looks easy and light and non-committal on the surface, hey, let's just try to work things out. No expectations. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I can be cool. It's cool. You know what? Here's all the thoughts and or feelings and or work I probably should have done back here. I didn't. So, guys, as soon as this person gets a win, it's going to be that. It's going to go back to the tally system. So you get to choose your own level of participation. You don't have to participate in that. Okay? You don't have to. That is absolutely your choice. It's free will. Excuse the background noise. It's pickup day. Okay. Surrendering to the harmony. That's interesting. Peace. Giving into the peace. And this one's surrendering, by the way, number 31. Surrendering to the fact that someone clearly wants to walk away, or the best thing to do is to walk away. And in so doing, that's when I actually see the peace element here. I said you look a lot more relaxed now that you know this isn't your life anymore, or that you made it clear you don't want it in your life anymore. And then you found some harmony. Surrendering to the fact that the separation is probably best, and that was not an easy day for you. It was not an easy day. Here we have the bare candle. It's not protected. It's just raw knowledge, heat. It's a glaring truth. It's better to accept the parting of ways than it is to continue to try to keep it together. I'm inclined to agree. And I think this person reacted very poorly. Very poorly. And in the 11th hour, trying to get a win. Just please know it will go back and you will lose your sense of peace. Okay? All right. That's enough of that. I wanted to see more about that private thought, though. That private connection. It may even act as a source of inspiration for you, or to you, whatever those memories are. There's something about this element that you've worked through, and that you want to see other things for yourself, and it's beautiful. Listening to yourself more. Oh, and Tuesday was in reverse. So, no. On a Saturday might be significant. On what Saturday? What? Oh, at some points in August. At some Saturday in August. Within 2 weeks. And what reference to? I don't know. What's interesting to me is that your intimate intentions are so under the moon for you, I can't see them. Just one. Your private time intentions. What you masturbate to, who you masturbate to, someone with sweet memories. But then you say the rest of it's off limits, at least when it comes to this person. And then I see you become a single entity and you're doing just fine. Okay, more than just fine. Where you pick up the thread next at your intimate self, I don't know, but you seem to in some way. But this seems to be quite done. All right. I think I strongly suspect, Virgo, if this was a more peaceful parting of ways and not such a pride and ego thing and last punches or whatever, last call, last punches, however you want to put it, I would have seen more of the other part of you that wants to move on with your life. With who? Unfortunately, they decided they're not quite done. And that pisses me off because they blocked a shot. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. But you would know, wouldn't you? Right? You would know. You would know. And that's what counts. So technically, I guess it's my being nosy. It is safe for you to love heart-to-heart conversations. Heart-to-heart conversations where it gets real about how you don't want to see this person in your life. But it is safe for you to open to love, real love, healthy love, intimate or otherwise. Anything else in here, please? Oh, letting go of control issues, trusting in true love. Okay. Memories on the wall. Memories on the wall. But you don't reflect on them anymore. They don't seem to influence you anymore, and it gives you peace. Anyway, sorry. The pictures that we would associate with being in home. Doesn't feel like home. The letter Q, S, K. We have the infinity loop, the soul bond energy, which I saw a glimpse of. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. Strong sexual energy and or potency. Big star, but it's in reverse. Currently, whatever the situation is, has lost its desire or sense of guidance a long time ago. And then we also have the medallion of Capricorn, which that is technically their power card, but it was in the keyword position, which is ambitious. Some of you might have some very strong Capricorn in your chart, or could be connecting to one. Okay, Virgo, honey, I do hope this helped you. I put in the comments as you see fit. Your secret self is for you, just as long as you know what you're doing with it and what you want from it. You know, that's really all that matters, so it technically is just for you. Okay? You're in tune with yourself, and that's what's important. And that is a hard delivery, but it's also not your fault. Okay? You're just being honest. That's all any of us can do. All right, put in the comments. Take care. Be well.